Is there a way for Donald Trump to return to power for a third term like he desires?
And that's a long time. But despite that, so many people are saying, you've got to run again. They love the job we do. Most importantly, they love the job we do.
The US Constitution seems to say no, but there are some surprising legal loopholes that could make it possible. Today we will break down every potential route, the amendments involved, and how a former president could make an epic return to the White House. Let's dive in. The 22nd Amendment. The biggest roadblock to Trump's return to power for a third term is the 22nd Amendment. The 22nd Amendment was ratified in 1951 and was designed to stop presidents from serving more than 2 terms. It states, no person shall be elected to the office of president more than twice. This means Trump or any other 2-term president cannot be elected to a third term. But does that mean he can't serve again in some other way? Not exactly. Let's look at the loopholes. The vice president loophole using the 12th and the 25th Amendment. One possible strategy Trump can use is to run as vice president and take office if the president resigns or is removed. But is it legal? The 12th Amendment says no person constitutionally ineligible to the office of president shall be eligible to that of vice president. Since the 22nd Amendment makes a 2-term president ineligible to be elected president, many argue that they also cannot be elected vice president. However, some legal scholars argue that while a 2-term president cannot be elected again, they could still serve if they took over through succession. The argument here is that the vice president is not an elected position. This means a 2-term president can still run as vice president since the vice presidential position is not an elected position. That is the argument. I'm not saying that is the correct interpretation of that law, but that is the argument of those in support of the vice presidential loophole. This issue has never been tested in court though. If Trump ran as VP and won, a legal battle would be inevitable. Another route is the Speaker of the House route. No election is required here, and this is the wildest loophole. Trump could become Speaker of the House, and if both the President and Vice President leave office, he will become the President without being elected. The Speaker of the House is second in line for the presidency after the VP. The Constitution does not require the Speaker to be a member of Congress. This means House Republicans could vote Trump in as Speaker even if he wasn't an elected representative. If the President and the VP both left office due to resignation, removal, or another reason, the Speaker automatically becomes President under the Presidential Succession Act. Would this happen? Politically, it's unlikely, but legally, it's 100% possible. Another strategy is to repeal the 22nd Amendment. This is a very long shot, but repealing or changing the 22nd Amendment will allow Trump to run again legally. However, this will require a 2/3 vote in both the House and in the Senate. And it will also require approval from 3/4 of 50 states, that is equivalent of 38 states. Since this will be a massive political battle, it's highly unlikely in today's divided political climate to take place. Another strategy is the declaring of national emergency. It's always been speculated that if a president declared a national emergency and refused to leave office, they could delay elections or even extend their term indefinitely. This would definitely trigger a constitutional crisis, and the courts, Congress, and even the military are most likely to oppose it. So, could any of this really happen? While a 2-term president cannot be elected again, there are real legal loopholes that could allow Trump or any former president to serve a third term. The most viable options are becoming a VP and taking over, or becoming a Speaker of the House and moving up through succession. That is it for today's breakdown of how a former president could return to power. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more insights into the biggest political questions of our time. See you in the next one. Thank you.